We heard 4 shots in very rapid succession, so there was no pause between each of the shots. And besides that, it was silent for those first 2 minutes. We just heard those 4 shots, and we sensed danger, but also we know there's like shooting clubs at UVM and hopeful optimism. We knew that there were shootings happening all around Burlington, but hopeful optimism that it was just like a school event or someone was shooting a target or something. But I don't know if that's just, the conscious wanting to believe what it believes,
When we heard the 4 shots, I've never heard a gun go off before until now, but I immediately knew that it was a gun. I think, when we have fireworks and things, people are like, oh, is that gunshots or were those fireworks? It's clear. There's no denying when it is a gun.
We were confused for a second because that's so abnormal just to hear gunshots in a residential area. So we thought about calling the police. We weren't really sure. And then a few minutes later, we heard commotion and sirens coming off in the distance.
And I went to my living room window and looked outside, and there were clearly 2 people laying on the sidewalk outside across the street. And then all of a sudden, right after that, swarm cop cars coming, like guns drawn, running around, like frantically, like clearly like a chaotic situation. So that kind of confirmed to both of us that it had been a shooting and there had been people that were injured. We could only see 2 people. I know now it's confirmed that there were 3, but we saw 2 people laying on the ground.
We saw the EMTs come. At that point, we heard a man screaming in pain, which was the first time we heard any noise coming out of the victims.
I know there is obviously a lot happening in the Middle East right now. Tensions are high for both Muslim and Jewish students. Have you experienced that?
I do see the tension. I do see within students, there are a lot of students that are angry on both sides. There's anger, there's frustration. It's tragic. And the fact that these 3 young men were here celebrating Thanksgiving with their family only to get shot is horrendous. It's horrible to hear. My heart goes out to them and their families. I really hope that they're okay. But I do think that it is a greater issue than just Burlington, but I think it's crazy to see it happen here because you get that false sense of security often in that little college town. But this is really like an eye-opening experience, and I think change needs to be made for sure.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.